Welcome to the To Your Success podcast, hosted by Johnsen and Elin Solheim. Each weekly episode takes a deep dive into how success and freedom is created and how you can start living the life you truly want now. Krista was top CEO of international companies for more than 20 years. He's done business in most parts of the world. Now he is an international success mentor, helping people and organizations to be successful. Elin and Krista are partners in life and business. They truly live what they teach every day. They sail their beautiful 43-footer around the world while helping clients all over the world. They are proof that you can get all the freedom you've ever wanted. They truly live what they teach every single day.
Warm welcome everyone to another episode of the To Your Success podcast. I am mentor Krista Johnsen, and with me today is
Elin Solheim, as always, your wife and business partner.
Yes, it's good to be here again. And if you have listened to our podcast for a long time, this episode and the coming episode will be different. We want to give more value. We want to tell you exactly what to do to change your life. And we're going to be much more direct. And we're going to use our learnings and how we live as an example of that as well. And we are really excited about that. So let's go.
Yeah. So today we are going to talk about if you are successful and still something feels off, that feeling. Yeah. And a lot of people that are listening to this, on paper life looks good. But why do you think something still can feel off?
I can totally relate to that. If we go 5-6 years back in time and remember how I was, Elin, I had the dream career. I was CEO and president of large international companies. I was chairman of companies. I worked on the investment owner side of that, had a wonderful job, worked for great people, had a good salary, and still I was not happy. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Yeah. And sometimes I ask you, how was it at that time? And then you say, we don't think about that. No. But it is true, because success is not a new car. Success is not another bonus. It is not increased salary or working more or whatever it is. It is not the physical things. Because success is to live the life that feels like you and have the freedom to live it. And it's okay to have, it's wonderful to have a great career as long as it feels good. And for me, it didn't.
But how do you usually hear people describe this feeling? What does it feel like?
They are stuck. They're stuck. They're not happy, right? And they say, I know I should be happy. Mm-hmm. And everyone else around me, and like you did, you said I should be grateful for the job I have. I said I am. It just doesn't make me happy.
Can you just stop complaining and be happy?
Yeah, listen, stop complaining I have done.
Yeah.
And now I'm happy. But,
so you did it.
I did it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the first thing I did was that I got a mentor. That was many, many years ago. Mm-hmm. And I remember my mentor told me that, and I guess I was complaining to him as well, and he was getting tired about that because I said, I want to do that and I want to do that and I don't know how. And he said, Chris, how is the wrong question? That is number one. And number two, if you have a goal. And no, he didn't say that. He said, Chris, you don't have a goal. I said, what do you mean? No, you have a wish or hope. Mm. You wish this will change without you doing change. Mm-hmm. And then I said, oh, so you say that I use my paradigms against me? Said, yeah, like everyone else.
It's an eye-opener.
Yeah, it was not it was scary, right? Mm-hmm. But for me and my life, I am an explorer of life. How far can I go? I write about that in my book. How far can I go? And you know that. Always new things, always new things. And every time I'm afraid of something, I do it. So it is It is about it. There is a big difference between being successful on paper, like the outside, and being successful inside. And we have a lot of clients that are high achievers, and a lot of listeners here that are high achievers. And very often it happens when you're around 40, 50 maybe. Yeah, most of our clients are like 40, and we have some younger persons as well, and that's absolutely great. But normally it happens around 40, 45, 50, right? There has to be more to life. You have done this project, right? You have the car, you have the family, maybe you have the dog as well, like I had, you have the cabin, you have the boat. I mean, I had everything, and a lot of our clients have that. And it is success on paper and not success inside.
Do you think that when you have everything on paper and everybody is expecting that you should be happy, that people feel guilty for feeling this way? Like there is a sign that something is wrong with them? Yeah.
I think so, because it's quiet, it's not dramatic, it's not like a burst. But it's more, and a lot of people struggle to explain it even to themselves, but it is this feeling. It's a lack of clarity. You just continue doing the same thing over and over again, and then you get a new project in your job, and you are motivated by that 2-3 months, and then you give all in on that. And then you're tired when they come to vacation. You know that? Yeah. And maybe the reason why they feel guilty or bad, if you feel like that, it is very much because you live the life that you think others expect from you instead of living the life you truly want. And that is a big trap. That is a big trap.
And maybe it's the more successful you look, the more people expect you to behave in a certain way.
So if you have big success, you shouldn't look like it then.
But if you're successful and not smiling and happy, then people will say, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, I mean, we have a client working in investment banking high up now, and I asked him, how many clients do you have that have a lot of money and not happy? He said, most of them. I mean, there is no relation. It's okay to have a lot of money. It's absolutely, that's wonderful when you have done that great job and you are aware of how you make money and you're aware of that and you have that. But happiness doesn't come from the money. Right? What you have is always an effect. It's never a cause. And the cause starts with you. If you want to be emotionally free, it starts with being, if you want to be financially free, it starts with being emotionally free. I am free. Right? And then you develop the mindset and the skill set. Right? You become really good at selling, you become really good at presenting, you become really good at marketing, you become really good at investing. And as the guys I worked for in the family office for 5 years, they said to be an investor is really easy. It's just to buy cheap and sell expensive and do it over and over and over again. In theory it is. Right?
But it's more like make it small. Make
it's
it
true.
easy.
Yeah, make it easy. We make hard easy. And make it small. And money, we had a seminar last weekend where I actually spent 1 hour talking about money and what money actually is. And that's really interesting because I've been to business schools, I've been to Norwegian School of Management, I've been to INSEAD, and no one ever taught me what money actually is and how that is created. Yeah. And when you understand how it is created and how the financial system is, then that changes a lot.
When we have this in the seminar, it's always, that's my favorite subject because I see everybody lights up.
Yeah.
This is interesting. This is cool.
Yeah.
And they really get it. Yeah.
And it's cool. Money is absolutely neutral. It's just a piece of paper. It's an I owe you. I owe you that money because all money is debt in today's system. Yeah. So it's just interesting, But then.
But okay, back to feeling off when you're successful.
Yeah.
So what should you do? What do people usually try to do? And what should you do when you have this feeling?
But first of all, it's not wrong to have that feeling. It's absolutely normal, right? So don't feel bad. Don't shame yourself because you're not happy. You just have to realize, as my mentor Bob Proctor said, you have only one problem in life, and that is you. And then that was not what I wanted to hear at that time. And then he said, you have only one solution in life, and that is you. So if you want to change, you have to change. So first of all, don't blame yourself. Don't shame yourself. You have just outgrown the life you want to live. It's like you have grown out of the model. Right? And you can there are so many people working themselves to death. Why do they do that? They work 70, 80, 90, 100 hours and they excuse themselves, well, now I'm debt free and I do have that and that and that and that. But that doesn't help. You need to do what you truly like. You should have time to your family. You should have time to rest. You should take good vacations, right?
It's about performing a life instead of living it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hi, this is Christer. Thank you for watching and listening to our podcast. We really appreciate that. As you see, we love sharing how you can live the life you truly want, and we also love sharing how we live this every day. You know what changed my life is that I did one thing. I signed up for a strategy call with my first mentor. That was the one thing that changed my life. And that is why we offer you to do exactly the same thing with me and my team as well, because we know that call, those 30 minutes can be the thing that changes your life. So if you go to our website, christerjohnsen.com, up in the right corner, you will find a button to click on. Click on that button and book a strategy call with us. It might be the best thing you ever done to change your life. Have a wonderful day. And now back to the podcast. Yeah, so success for me is that you, listener, you can live the life that feels like you and have the freedom to live it. And that is what we help people do every day. And it's, to feel off is not failure, it's not a weakness, it's just that you realize that you are aware. Instead of saying, and a lot of people saying, well, what if this is as good as it gets? It's not. You're only limited by your level of awareness and the poverty of your imagination.
So they're wrong to say that.
Say again?
They are wrong to say that.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. It's like, it's okay, right? So it is absolutely common to feel like that, if you are a high achiever, right? And growth often starts with discomfort. Discomfort is like, it's this sense of urgency, right? You can just imagine us. We spent 2 weeks in America with our mentors in just 2 weeks ago. We went there, and it was like, I felt stuck before I went there, and that was discomfort. That was one of the reasons why I was so excited going there, and that has been maybe one of the best trips we ever done and meeting our mentors. Because growth starts out of discomfort. I want more. I want something else. I don't know what it is. It's just this feeling inside, this sense of urgency, right? And I don't want you to procrastinate on that feeling. Don't say, what if this is as good as it gets? Because it's not. You can always change. You can always grow.
So feeling off is actually a good feeling then?
Yeah. It's a positive feeling because you are aware. What is not good is being unhappy without being aware. Just going there like a zombie. Because you think this is what you have to do.
So when we talk about this, like, what should the people ask themselves when they feel off?
What do I truly want to do? It goes back to Robert Heinlein said, in the absence of clearly defined goals, and it doesn't matter which level you are at. I have been stuck because I didn't have clearly defined goals. I just realized it. It didn't take me a long time to realize it. But in the absence of clearly defined goals, people become strangely loyal to performing daily trivia until they ultimately become enslaved by it. Let that sink in. Without clearly defined goals, we become strangely loyal to performing daily trivia. That is, most people, they live every day on repeat. It's
How many times have you said that quote? Because you say it so fast.
I have said it so many times that I remember it without thinking.
Yeah.
It's a part of my program.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But it's so true.
Mm.
I show that to all my clients. I took a picture of a hamster wheel when I was in London, and that was 2007, I think. Mm. Yeah, of a hamster wheel made of gold and diamonds. I was CEO and president of a large international company. I was 36, 37 years old, and I felt like that. And it took me like 14 years, 13, 14, 15 years to break out. And I don't want it to take that long for you. That is one of my motivations, is that when I was that stuck, I was that unhappy, I was that afraid. And I was that angry at myself. I wasn't angry at myself. I was just in general angry because I was stuck. And my reaction...
So did you even know what you were angry about?
Say again?
Did you even know what you were angry about?
No, I didn't. It was
just
that my base feeling was that it was painful.
Yeah. So your off feeling was anger, actually.
Yeah, it was anger, right? But it was also the how. I don't know how to start up my own company. I don't know how to start up mentoring business. But I remember I said when I was 30, when I had my first mentor, Bredo, I said, I wish I could work like him. And then that came to me, because someone contacted me and said that they were looking for a pro bono mentor program in an alumni at Norwegian School of Management, and I attended that, and that was the start for me. But what most people usually do when this feeling shows up is that they work harder. Because what we have learned is that you have to work hard to be successful. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to work hard because then you are busy and then you are important. I remember that. My son Andreas, he lives in Miami. And he is into consulting, and we talk each day on Messenger, or we call each other, and I said, I think you're tired, Andreas. And he said, yeah, I am. I think you work too much. And then he said, I know I work too much, but you did the same thing, Dad. And sometimes you just have to make that investment. And I worked a lot. I worked so much that my kids had to ask their mom if they could talk to me, right? And that was not good. That was absolutely not good. And then I told my son Andreas, do you remember when I almost worked myself to death when I ended up in hospital? He said, no. I said, I did. I can send you the pictures if you want to of me. It's a good thing that you don't remember it, but it is not the solution to work harder. When you work harder and you grind, it's a misunderstanding of how you create true value and true happiness. No? Because you don't understand, and that's okay. You don't have the skill set because you have been taught that the only way to success is to work hard. But it's not. There is a totally different way.
So actually what you should do is just ask yourself, what's happening now? Stop acting and start reflecting instead. Yeah,
but that's really scary to do.
Yeah.
When you are in that hamster wheel, it's really scary to do. It's like, because you are on adrenaline, Yeah. And I was on so high adrenaline that I flew straight into a bed at the hospital, 3 centimeters away from dying, to even worse, to become a vegetable, right? That's even worse than dying. So you have to. It's one thing is the discomfort, another thing is information, right? And what I did was that I gathered information. I was 40 years old. I gathered information. I studied personal development. Studied. I gathered information, and nothing happened. Nothing happened in my life. Actually, I got more frustrated because I thought I knew it, and nothing happened. Right? I did all the exercises, and I listened, and I meditated, and I did that, repeated. I learned a lot now that I teach to my clients, but nothing happened in my life until one thing happened, and that was Bob Proctor showing up in my YouTube feed. And this strange guy, I thought it was strange. he resonated with me, and it felt right. And the truth always resonates with you. It feels right. Right? And then I attended one of his webinars, and we have a webinar tonight with 150, 200 people showing up. And then if they dare to show up, and of course they should do that, they have said that they will come, and then normally like half of them drop out. They find an excuse.
Actually, it's more than half. So
that's the way it is.
But that's okay. The ones who come, they...
Yeah. And then, something in your life, it just needs an update, an upgrade, right? That is what happens. It is to start asking yourself the honest question, is this truly what I want to do?
And that's actually the solution for everything. Ask is because you need a goal.
Yeah. Yeah, and ask before acting. Right? Is this what I truly want to do? Yes or no? And don't fall. And you say no, but I don't know how. That's okay. We can teach you the how. And clarity comes before change, always. And it's a moment to reflect and not to react, not to act. And a lot of high achievers, they're afraid of sitting down thinking. But they're so used to being machines, working a lot and all that.
Any last words on this subject?
Yeah, I have. You are not a failure if you feel like that. I would say welcome in the club.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of clients being exactly the same place, and then they do what highly successful people do. Is number one, they set high goals, and you don't need to have a clearly defined goals coming to us, right? You just start writing down what you truly want. Right? I want to work 4 hours a day. That's fine. I want to be a successful investor. That's fine. I want to be financially free. That's fine.
I want to have time with my kids.
Yeah, I want to spend time with my kids. I want to travel more. I want to be free. That's fine. Right? So set goals, make fast decisions, not decisions thinking about it, because that's all you making the decision. You have to make the decision from the unknown. I want this. This is what I want. Then I will figure it out. And then you listen only to people that have done what you truly want to be, what you want to have. If you want to be free, if you want to live freedom, talk to people that live that every day. And then start investing in yourself. All successful people, all successful athletes, all successful people have mentors or coaches. And then take action. Take action. Take action. Don't sit there. You have everything you need inside you to live the life you truly want. All you need is maybe help to let it out, and then just to do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. And we can say, looking back.
It's kind of fun looking back.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I also like to look at some of our clients' old goal cards, and just to see where they are today. So it works.
Yeah. We have. And sometimes you have to remind them that you have achieved everything, and it took 5 months. So now it's time to upgrade. Yeah. Okay. So if I can, as a listener, challenge you, if you feel off, it's okay. Don't sit there. Do something with it. It's never too late, and it's so much. It will go faster, and that is what I started saying. I can say the same thing that my mentor and many mentors say. When you first go do this, it will go faster and be better than you ever thought was possible. And I think we can say that, Elin.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for listening. Please subscribe. Please share. And if you want our help, if you're just curious about who we are and how we can help you, go to our website, christerjohnsen.com. Reach out. No pressure. We will only give you clarity. So thank you for now. And have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of To Your Success podcast. Please leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform. For more information on how Krista's mentoring programs can help you in your own life, visit christerjohnsen.com.